All right, so you're gonna make three laps. So the first tutorial that I'm gonna post, is this one. Okay, there you have it. Okay, I think that's visible. It's this one. You're gonna make a small ring, and I'm gonna show like the series of operations that you might need to do to get this done. Okay. I'm not gonna give you all the details. Like there's a lot of calculations that I need you to do beforehand, considering that you're going to have these diameters, and you know that the material that you're going to use is a 3/4 of an inch material, aluminum rod. So based on that dimension, you can start working on the calculations of how much material you need to cut on this, on the diameter, and then what type of drill bit you're going to use to get this part. Okay, so that is what we're going to do for this part, for this first tutorial. Also, you have the thickness of this ring or bushing, however you want to call it, and some of the tools that you're going to need for this is, I'm going to show them here. Of course, you're going to need your material stock. On this material, we're going to do a facing operation first. We're also going to be doing a cutting operation like this. Well, just creating a slot. Okay, that eventually could also be used all the way down to cutting, but this is not the purpose so far. Also, with the facing, we're also going to be doing some center drilling, and then based on this drill, we're going to do the drilling to create the inner part of this lab. The tools that we're going to use, although you have a lot of tools available for this purpose, we're going to use these two bits, these two tools. Okay, I'm going to show you in a minute, and the next video how to place it on the lathe. Also, we're going to be using, for instance, the 3mm drill bit. It's going to be the initial tool that you're going to use to create the guide hole, and then you're going to be using sequentially bigger and bigger drill bits. We're going to use initially after you have your 3mm guide hole. You're going to use the 1/4 of an inch to create the bigger hole, and then this is a 5/16. Then this is the 7/16. This is a 1/2 inch, and this is going to be 5/8. All right. So based on that, you're going to do some calculations for the operations that you're going to do. Okay. Of course, you're going to need to use also a tool to remove all the chips after you're done working with the lathe. You could also, for some of the parts of these videos, you're going to need to use the tailstock and the center to check the position of your tool. In some other operations, at least not in this tutorial, you're going to use this live central tailstock. Okay, and particular for this lab, and pretty much like most of the labs you're going to do, you're also going to use the drill holder. Okay. Of course, you're also going to need the caliper. This is a digital one, although we're going to go over how to use an analog one in class. And of course, don't forget, you need to put your safety goggles before doing anything in the machine. Now that I have my safety goggles, that's it for this video.